What it do, what it is, it's your girl Taylor.
And Lex is in the building, and it's another episode of Women's Intuition.
Yes.
And we have another guest this week.
Yes.
It is the talented, the handsome Mr. DC.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So do you usually like to go by just DC, or is it DC Rock?
It's
What's the
DC
full...
Rock, but
Okay.
people just say DC. Some people say DC and some people say Rock. Like some of my old friends, they say DC, but people
Okay.
that just met me kind of, they sometimes say Rock. So
Okay. I
I'm
hear a
used
little
to 'em both.
accent.
Where you from?
Where you from?
I'm from here.
Okay,
I'm
you from
here.
Atlanta?
Yeah.
What part?
I've been around though.
You been around?
Yeah.
Me too, but niggas don't usually like that. Let me stop.
What school did you go to?
I actually went to 3 different high schools.
Okay.
I went
So
to.
you're a little nomad. Was you bad or was you a
No,
nomad?
I was just. My parents was into some stuff where we just had
Just
to.
moving. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
We ain't gotta talk about it. We ain't gotta talk about it.
DC Re-Rock. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Okay, so how old are you? Are you a young man, grown man? What's going on?
Medium.
What's considered old?
Well, I personally just turned 31, and
All right.
I don't want to say that's old, but that's like, I feel like that's the normal age, because that's
The
like our
normal?
age.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where you at?
I'm 33.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why I thought you was gonna be younger. That's good. Maybe you just have a baby face
Yeah.
or something.
Kind of.
Are you
Blessing and a
single?
curse.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got kids?
One.
One?
Son.
Okay, how old
Young
is your
Prince.
son?
9. He just turned 9.
Oh, wow, you got a grown man.
He just turned 9 on the 12th.
Okay. So how is that like being a dad and dating? Like what's that? Okay. Say less.
Some.
Is it hard?
I wouldn't say it's hard because around this age, it's like, I ain't gonna say everybody got kids,
basically.
but people have kids. People going into life. People is like going into like real adulthood. So, I wouldn't say it's hard, but I would say that, it just, you got to figure out like, all right, if she got a kid, what's their relationship like with the baby dad and stuff. The same way, my way. Like, that's one of the first questions sometimes women ask me, like, how's the relationship with your baby mom and things like that.
That was gonna be my second one.
So how is the relationship?
Wait, before we get into that, like tell them what you got going on. Like you hit us up, you slid into the DMs. Okay.
Yeah, shout out to, I guess he was y'all first guest, but
Fez, that's my homeboy.
Yeah, from I know him from doing fashion and stuff. Because he got the pay clothing brand, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I saw him on your page, and he the one told me, he was like, "Yo, you should come up here and promote the show and stuff like that." So
Shout out Fuzz.
yeah.
Okay, and so what are you promoting? What do you do? We didn't really give them the rundown.
So the biggest thing, I do fashion. I say I'm a fashion entrepreneur because I do fashion styling, I do fashion designing, and I throw fashion shows. I curate fashion shows. The big event that we got coming up is Streetwear Fashion Week. This will be our 3rd one this year.
Do Women's Intuition got a little spot on there?
Yeah.
She loves streetwear now.
Yeah, you gotta come through.
Okay.
You gotta
I be
come
trying.
through
I
with
can
the
get a
free
stylist
tickets.
myself. God damn it.
Whole team could come through. Y'all got free tickets. Just
She's trying to be a
come
model.
through.
Slick.
You
She
trying to
got
be a
ass
model?
now. You ain't seen her
Come
stand
through
up.
then.
That ass
Come
is there. Am I lying? All right.
I plead the fifth.
We can't.
That ass pleading too. All right. Make your ass plead. Okay, but that's what's up.
Yeah, so it's during Labor Day weekend. We do 3 events, August 29th through September 1st.
Okay.
So we have a networking event, and then we do back-to-back fashion shows. That's Saturday and Sunday.
That's exciting.
That's
Your
dope.
3rd one.
Yeah, it's the 3rd one. This probably gonna be
The charm.
the best one.
That's how it should be. Your
Yeah.
4th one gonna end up being the best one.
Yeah.
And then you gotta
It
get
should get
better,
better
every
every
time.
time. For sure.
It's
That's what's
hectic
up.
though. It's
I bet
hectic.
it is.
It's hectic. I ain't gonna lie.
So what's like the advantages and disadvantages of like having your own business and running a fashion show?
The advantages is you on your own time. You basically do what you want, but at the same time you got to be disciplined to to do certain things, to be on time, to be at certain meetings. Listen, I was 10 to 15 minutes late. But you gotta be on time. You gotta go to certain meetings. You gotta, and I think you're more appreciative of the money and accomplishments you make when you're your own boss, your own entrepreneur.
So what's the disadvantages?
Disadvantages is everybody depending on you. Everybody depending on you. Everybody want to talk to the entrepreneur or the person that run the show.
Oh, okay.
And also just you got to build a team that you trust. You got to build a team that you trust, and it's hard sometimes. And it's hard sometimes to mix friends in business.
Yeah.
So, cause me, I try to put my friends on to what I'm doing. Like I be trying to tell them, like, yo, I don't want you working at wherever you working. I want you to come over on this side and be an entrepreneur. And sometimes it work and sometimes it don't. But
yeah,
I try not to let one mess up the other. I try not to let business mess up a good friendship. So.
That's hard though.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
Okay, before we get into like some like real questions, because we was getting real like positive and like deep there.
Yeah.
We about to put you in the hot seat. I don't know if you noticed the red lights. Like you finna go on the hot seat, okay?
Ding, 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 ding.
And I mean, if you don't want to answer some of these questions, feel
Sip your
free to
little
like.
shot.
Oh, you trying to like take the shot? He said sip.
Oh, he ready to.
Should we shot?
Y'all not ready? Y'all not ready?
Look, we'll take a shot. We'll take a shot.
take
Before we
take
get
a
into
sip.
the hot seat.
Because it's the only shot we got.
Yeah. Okay, well, cheers to episode 35 and our second
Cheers
guest.
to y'all. Congrats.
Well, I'm gonna just act like
I can't reach you, Lex, but yep, cheers.
Oh, God.
Whew. I just felt peer pressure just now, y'all.
Yeah, you were.
Crazy.
Yeah, basically was. Okay, so like Lex said, we are about to get into the hot seat. We got a couple questions for you that we about to get into. You want to start it off, Lex?
Oh yeah, should I go spicy?
We can start off spicy if you want to.
You know I want to start off spicy. How many inches? The up. Okay, not that spicy. I'm sorry. Okay. I get carried away.
Take it too far.
Okay. Let me do this one. Okay, flat booty versus botched booty. Would you rather a flat, no ass, or a bitch with a big ass, but it's kind of botched? Like it don't match. It's just
It's like lumpy,
crazy.
Like
you seen that guy Zion? You know that girl?
Yeah.
You got that, or like no ass? As far as like not you, but like a girl.
for a girl.
I gotta go with flat.
Okay.
I
feel
gotta
like
go
most
with
niggas
flat.
say that.
Look,
Yeah.
I gotta go with flat. I gotta go
Yeah.
with flat.
No, fuck with it.
Okay, next question. Do you have a one that got away, and how did you fuck it up?
How did I fuck it up?
Yeah, nigga, because we know.
Or vice versa.
Nah,
We just assumed.
Because I think everybody got one that got away. So who you got one?
Every nigga.
to be honest, I would say that like that's the dream, that you want the mother of your child to work. You want that to work. That is the dream. That is like in reality what you should want. So I say if anybody, I would say her, and I would just say on my part,
Be for real.
I would say on my part,
She watching this.
I would say on my part, I could have did better with communication. And I did wrong. I did
So
wrong.
like you could have communicated that you was fucking
cheated.
other hoes. Instead of just, I mean,
Nah,
Let's
just
be real.
I mean, you could say that. You
All
could
right,
say that.
we gonna
You could
say that.
That's
You
what we
could
gonna
say
say.
that. You could
look,
say
I
that.
appreciate your honesty.
You
I
can say
really
that.
do.
That's what it is.
Okay. What would you say? What would you say is your most watched porn category?
More watch porn category.
What's your go-to? And when's the last time you indulged? That's a two-part. You trying to plead the fifth? What's going on?
No, I ain't gonna plead the fifth. We here. I would say I like watching females ride. Like,
so what are you typing in? Just like
Rod and dick.
yeah.
I feel it. I mean, that's pretty normal. Okay, because y'all don't want to know mine, so that's not bad.
Okay, you didn't update this one. Oh yes, you did. What do you currently have any old nudes or sex videos stored in your phone from past experiences?
Like old news of me?
No,
or
it's other people,
Other
like,
women.
women that you've dealt with, or any of y'all's like videos and stuff like that.
I got pictures. I got
Okay.
pictures. I don't got videos. I got
Okay.
pictures.
You got it like in the hidden
'Cause-
folder, or they just are they like in the messages? Are you actually? Because I've got nudes in my messages. It has to be amazing for me to really be like, let me save
it,
to the
yeah.
camera roll. Like it gotta really be some
Nah,
shit.
they in the hidden folders. They in hidden
Okay,
folders.
you got a hidden folder.
Yeah, they in hidden folders.
Okay,
As far as videos, like I've done videos, but it's delete. You delete like after that day. I don't want my shit going around like that.
Oh, okay, all right.
Okay.
Wait,
They
what-
may have videos though. They may have kept videos.
I know I got videos. What makes a good nude? Like what?
Is it the nipples, the titties, the ass?
You like some feet in the picture?
Like-
you like the lingerie?
You like
Does
the
it need to be
nails
spread
holding
open?
the titty? Like what's T?
You like a live photo with it winking at you? Like what?
Nah, I like the titties. I like the titties. I like the titties. I like the titties.
Well, he like the titties.
Yeah, I like the titties.
Don't look too hard to
But
your
it's
left.
hard right now. Not to get on women, but it's hard right now because women show a lot anyway.
Do
They don't show ain't absolute naked, but a lot of women show a lot and they let the world see anyway.
So you're saying it's like no point in nudes because they're already showing everything?
Sometimes it's a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll
on
give you
you.
that. Okay. When's the last time you had really bad sex? Or sex that you would call bad? And then what made it bad?
Bad sex.
Or you just like, man, this wasn't
This
what I thought it
pussy
was
trash
gonna
as
be.
Like this bitch ain't
I
never
did all
coming
this work
back.
for this. I bet she wasn't riding.
Oh,
And she ain't have
She ain't
no
no
titties.
oh man, bad sex. I would say what we in August? I would say damn, I would say like March. I would say March.
If you're
It's because
watching
of the
this-
drive. It's because of the drive, and she made it seem like it was gonna be worth it, and then it wasn't worth it. And she was just
She was talking a good game.
she talking a good game,
And the
and at
game
the end of
was-
the day, she was like boring.
And so what made it bad? It couldn't have been the drive.
It was like boring. It was.
Like she hyped it up. So what if she didn't
Yeah,
hype
she-
it up? Would it just like been average?
I wouldn't have drove though after she did.
far you- How far you
hyped it.
drive for that shit?
It was like a good hour and 20.
I ain't gonna lie, I would have been mad as fuck.
It's a good hour and 20.
Okay.
And,
That's crazy. An hour and 20
she
is
was
crazy.
Boring. She
Was warm.
just
Okay.
laid down.
Let's see. What is something that your last ex did that drove you absolutely crazy?
Good and bad. Let's do bad first.
The bad is all right, so I'm an entrepreneur and I network and stuff. Her telling me her wanting to go everywhere I go, but she wasn't a friendly. She was going there just to check on me, basically.
Not really socializing.
Not
or
really
being-
socializing. Everybody could see it in her face. Like it was just, and I just was like, all right, if you like, I know you coming to check on me, but if you're gonna do that, at
least fake it and be friendly.
Not let everybody see that you got the face of
Yeah.
like.
I mean,
so
girl.
that drove me crazy.
I can see that.
That drove me crazy. Good is the sex.
Okay.
That's
real.
The
That's real.
sex. Yeah.
Okay, do I have anything? Should I do any more? I feel like that was a good hot seat.
Yeah, that
You were a little nervous about some of them questions, so I think we did good.
Yeah.
Okay, so we ready to get into some topics.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, so for this first topic, I have props. I have a list of 7 traits.
She love a list.
I do love a list. I love a note card too. Thanks, Josh. And so there's a trait on each of these cards, and I really want to know for you personally, for each of us really, what is like most important in order. So one is going to be intelligence. The next is sense of humor. Then we've got stability, good sex, physical attraction, emotional intelligence, and ambition. So I guess I'll go first. Damn, I probably should have thought of this better. Sense of humor is number 1 for me. I love a funny nigga. R.I.P. to
Comedian, babe.
yeah. I know. Okay, so I think that would be that. And then next, I would probably say good sex. So you gotta have funny, and you gotta know how to lay some pipe down. And then emotional intelligence, which is probably that's tough for a lot of guys. So I'm gonna put emotional intelligence. After that, physical attraction. Then I'll do stability, and then I'll do regular intelligence.
Okay.
Because niggas just be stupid. So I expect it. It's
Yeah.
okay. Y'all niggas be dumb.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. But
That's crazy.
Okay.
So okay.
That's crazy.
So
Here we
you're
go.
next. What's your
All
list
right,
of
let me see what's going on.
rate the traits?
I feel like guys mostly will be like
Physical attraction, and then good
and then
sex.
good sex.
Yep.
Yeah, physical attraction is definitely
First.
Really?
Yeah, cause that what makes me come in.
That's what interests you first.
Yeah, that's what interests me first.
Oh, I thought you.
Yeah.
What kind of
thought?
she,
I was like,
she,
oh, he still think we doing hot seats? We just talking normal now.
then I would say intelligence.
Okay, I like that.
Intelligence.
I like that. I feel like niggas put like stability last.
for sure.
They're like,
It's okay. I don't gotta spend money anyway.
Emotional intelligence.
okay, I like that. You know, good sex is in there.
Yeah, I know.
I just didn't know if you saw that one yet.
Good sex
There you go.
with titties.
with titties and know how to ride.
We've got reformed pillow princess on the mic, so I don't know how she feel about all this.
Sense of humor,
Okay.
ambition, stability.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I have had you laughing a little bit, and
Let's
I got
see.
titties, but I'm
You
just
stupid.
saying.
Let me see what my first one would be. I'm gonna try to be as real as possible.
But I know her stability. No, not stability, ambition.
Yeah, ambition will probably be first for me. Second will probably be physical attraction. Third will probably be emotional. Nah, because I don't even really got emotional intelligence like that. So I'm gonna do regular intelligence.
Accountable queen. I love that.
Mm-hmm. Fourth, stability, or fifth, fourth, stability. Fifth, emotional intelligence. Next will be good sex, and then sense of humor.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think your second half was wild.
My second half,
Humor was that far back?
yeah,
You don't like,
gotta be
bitch,
that
you
funny.
love to laugh.
Yeah, but I'm also a jokester, so I'll bring the jokes. You don't gotta be that funny. I ain't never met I never been with no goofy ass nigga like that.
It don't mean he
Goofy ass
like,
That's
not
crazy.
me.
I'm just saying, like, that's not really like the type of niggas I date. I mean, if you crack a little jokes, cool, but like, you know,
Okay.
that's just not. Dang, why you judging my rate the tree?
I'm sorry.
Emotional
I'm sorry.
intelligence was one of your first ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what do it mean for you for a man to have emotional intelligence?
Emotional intelligence. I found like a lot of guys can be very defensive, even if you're just trying to communicate something to them, and they could like take offense to that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it takes emotional intelligence to not think that somebody's saying something to you that might be kind of a critique for you to not take it as an attack. So I don't like when guys get very like defensive about things that they don't have to. And I think that that requires emotional intelligence, or even being able to like have a conversation and not want to walk away or shut down. There's a lot of guys who will automatically like, it ain't that serious. Like, it's not serious to you right now, sir. But when it builds up and then all of a sudden you explode, now it's serious to you. I don't know.
Yeah, I think emotional intelligence for me is just kind of knowing how to like cope with your emotions and knowing how to express like your emotions in a sense. And that's why I was like, I'm not really that good with that. So I can't really just like expect, to be with a nigga and he's just like so emotionally intelligent.
But could you imagine if y'all both weren't emotionally intelligent? Like, what? Sometimes it's good to have an opposite because it helps you. Like, you're the funny one. You don't need a funny guy.
That's good, but like, I can't expect that, if I'm not there. So that's something like either we got to grow together, but if you accept me for who I am, cool, so yeah, I struggle with that, but I'm gonna go to therapy. I promise I'm gonna go to therapy.
No, I think that's interesting. I actually did this with Balenciaga Bay one time. We were just on my iPad and I actually wrote it out and I had him rate the stuff. It was actually really cute. So if y'all got a little boo or something like that, or if y'all are watching, hey live, all two of y'all.
Oh, you still on live? Okay, live.
It's kind of dead,
baby.
Yeah, it is.
It's live. No,
You
but,
still got them 3 little.
It is. That's crazy.
Okay, so we are about to get into our favorite segment. It's called Wild or Wild Night. So I'm gonna state a statement or just like usually like captions or posts that we see online.
Yeah.
And you have to say whether the statement is wild, like is it crazy, or wild not, meaning like you don't really
you kind of
agree with it in a sense, okay?
All right.
So let's get into the segment. Wild or wild not? I don't care if I said you do you. I better not ever fucking catch you doing you. Wild or wild not?
Wild not. I
not
agree.
Wild? You agree?
You know I didn't mean that shit, nigga.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What about you?
Did you understand the statement?
Because you ain't responding.
I know women at this point, so wild not.
But what?
No,
what you
nigga,
think?
Think of all your homies watching you right now. And they
It
want
is
you to
wild.
hold it down.
It is wild that y'all say that. Though.
It's wild?
Yeah, it is wild.
Explain.
Yeah,
Don't say what you don't mean.
shut
No
up.
emotional intelligence.
Don't say what you don't mean.
Niggas will say that
Don't
they act
say
like
what you
everything's
don't-
black and white, but when y'all
Don't say
fucking
what-
and he like, you want me to nut in this? And you say, yeah, he know not to do it for real. So all
Like,
of a
oh, why
sudden,
would you tell me
know how to
that?
use discernment and you
Yeah,
know which
don't-
things to take literal and
Don't
which
say
things
what
not
you don't
to.
mean. And don't say it too many times. All right, don't say it every argument, because now I'm thinking, all right, you really trying to end this. You really might want to
feel that.
separate. Are you out there doing you? And trying to stay in the relationship.
I think also a part of emotional intelligence is sometimes knowing when somebody's speaking in the moment and you give them space and then y'all talk about it.
I agree.
So if you really do fuck with her and you like, clearly she mad, we'll talk about this. But if y'all in an argument and she say, you know what, fine, just do you. You
But
know
don't
you
say
don't need
every
to go
argument,
out
though.
literally that moment and go
do
fuck
you.
I'm the type that's gonna tell you don't say that
that.
every time, because it's gonna come a point where I have that in my head and it's gonna be a really do you permanently.
I mean, I feel that.
I get that. I get saying it too many times. I like boy who cried wolf. I feel that. But it's like let's say it'd be them certain arguments where it's just like, you just piss me the fuck off. And it's like, do you nigga? And it's like, if I catch you, you better not hope I catch you. Because if I catch you, we got a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So don't be doing you.
No.
So
But what
that's
if
not
you
wild.
outdoing you? Because at that point, I don't know who's like. What if you
I'm
outdoing
not
you too?
Let me say this. If I'm like with a nigga I'm taking serious, I'm not a do me type of person. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I am.
So
I'm going to do it.
Yeah, you will.
What about-
You gonna do the fucking thing, bitch. That's what you gonna do. I might act like I'm doing me, but I ain't doing shit.
I had a nigga who used to always threaten me with taking breaks. And I was like, okay, you want to take a break again, nigga?
That break shit.
And
is
I went
crazy.
overhead during our break. So when I came back, I had that nigga crying. When I came back, and he was like, well, I was like, well, to be honest, we technically weren't together, and I slept with Balenciaga Bae. He was like, did you suck his dick? I had sex with him, didn't I? That nigga started crying. And I was like, well, he never asked to take a break again.
Time out. So you had a funny bae.
Comedian
Balenciaga
Bae,
bae.
but we're not
Comedian
supposed to
bae.
say
Funny
his
bae.
name anymore.
He's banned. Comedian Bae was banned. I kind of like, that was a curse word that I said earlier.
Yeah. I had
So that's what you say.
I mean, having little
You say when
nicknames.
oh.
Yeah.
I'm just.
I like nicknames.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess niggas don't be having like nicknames for bitches.
Just the
Nah.
fuck they do.
Okay. What y'all call her like? Okay.
Wait.
Okay. That guac 2000 May. Okay.
Our producer off camera.
Oh
He
man.
wants to chime in on this.
Pass. Back in the day. Back in the day.
Yeah.
Better be, nigga.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we were right. He was wrong. Okay. Okay.
That's crazy.
So, I'm crazy. But next topic. Do you guys? This is for both of y'all. Do y'all believe when people be like, "You're technically single until you're married"? And what do they even mean by that?
I agree with that to a certain extent, and let me explain.
Okay.
I feel like, single, you could be in a relationship, you're not technically married, and you could be committed, but a nigga could come swoop you up if he doing the right thing. So technically you're not married. You can like entertain another nigga.
So basically,
In a way, in a sense.
the title of relationship doesn't mean anything when it comes to getting your soulmate.
I mean,
Hey, yeah, that sounded about right. to me.
basically,
Yeah, I'm like, well, I guess that makes sense.
yeah. It's easy. I feel like it sounds better to get taken if you just in a relationship than to get taken in if you married.
I feel like people just be saying that. The person who always says that is always like the person trying to come in and take the person in a relationship. I feel like they just say that to make it seem like what they're doing isn't that bad. Like, girl, you should be fucking with me. You single. Did he put a ring on it? All right. Well, you single till you married. Or even with women, vice versa. Like, I feel like that's just something, I don't know if I really believe. I don't know.
Especially when
Man,
it's like,
people could get taken if they married.
that's true, but that's crazy. But I feel like that happens more than you think. Honestly, it's
people
really,
get taken if you
Yeah,
married.
it's really not a
Right person
difference.
coming along. People
Yeah.
get taken. I seen it with my own eyes.
Yeah,
So
sure.
I feel it.
I think I don't believe in the single till you married because I think it's a process, right? So you do the talking stage. You got to decide y'all gonna be in a relationship. I guess the engagement, then you get married. So I think it's a process. Once you decide you're in a relationship, then you committed. This whole, I don't know. I think
So why
social
you was
media and
fucking
stuff.
bitches then?
At
'Cause
that
apparently
point,
you
at that
single-
point when I was at that point when I was cheating, I
was
wasn't
young.
happy in the relationship, and I was young, and I just didn't know how to say it at that point. Again, I was a person that did want the relationship to happen, but it was too far gone, and I just didn't. Me being honest, I just didn't know how to end it. And the times that I did, certain stuff happened where things got a little crazy and
Oh, Lord, yeah.
things got a little
supposed to say no.
crazy. I don't want to say too much, but things got a little crazy and yeah.
Okay, so let's pivot
Yeah.
from that.
Yeah.
I wanted to tie this into there. I don't know how, but I really am curious. So you said you're single. We're in Atlanta or like in the perimeter of Atlanta. What is dating intentionally? Like women, I know what dating intentionally for women is. Is there such thing as that with men? I mean, we're in Atlanta and the ratio, y'all got like 3 bitches. Like y'all have limitless opportunities. What the fuck does dating intentionally even look like for a man?
Dating with intent.
You know you about to say some bullshit when you got to repeat the question. Dating with intent. Like, yeah, you heard her.
I think it's based off. I think it's just based off what both of y'all want.
No,
I think
when you are in the mind frame that you want to get a girl, let's say you're like, I'm ready for a relationship.
at
What
this
are
point,
you doing?
At this point, I want to be in a relationship. I want to find a girl that I could be in a relationship with that potentially get married or whatever the case. Because I already did all that. I did the hoeing around. I did
We heard.
all this stuff. So so at this point,
So what are you doing right now?
Yeah. So what are things you do to like let a girl know you really fucking with her and you want to take her serious?
I think it's more action of just doing certain things like texting her all the time or even speaking to her, calling her, setting up dates, making sure she all right, send her whatever. If I'm not with her, I send her Uber Eats or just
I mean, look, stole my heart.
just all that stuff.
Send me some tacos.
Just all that stuff. That's a girl that I'm really trying to fuck with. But
so I feel like when guys are dating intentionally, I feel like I personally think that there's no such thing as dating intentionally with guys. I think that they'll like meet a woman and then they're like, oh, this is the woman that I do want to take seriously. But like women actually do stuff like we're looking for like the speed dating thing, right? We're trying to go on this like speed dating. Fuck.
It's okay.
It'll take a minute. Sorry, okay, guys. But the speed dating like program or whatever. And the thing is that every time I go to try to get tickets for us, because we just want to do it to see if it's fun. And then also we can like for content. We do a lot of stuff for content. Yeah. But every time I go to get tickets, those tickets for the women sell out in like the first 10 minutes. Damn. And then they're only selling tickets for the men because women, you get to those events and there's hella women and there's like 3 guys. And it's like, maybe niggas think that that's like, is that crazy? Like, what would you think about going to a speed dating event?
I would do it for the content, for the fun. I wouldn't take it like too serious.
Like women will do that. They'll do blind dates. They might like go on a dating app and intentionally like, they'll really set these boundaries. And I feel like guys, they just cast a wide net. They talk to multiple women and they're like, oh no, that like a woman will make a guy. I feel like women mess up
by 1 or 2 dates. You already have a vision in your head of this the one. Damn near have a vision in your head. Damn, this the one. This the one I want to fuck with. With niggas, it's like, yeah, we taking y'all on these dates, but we still
shopping around.
We still, shopping around or just seeing if she the one, or seeing whatever the case. But
that's why I think your answer was bullshit because you're like texting her, sending her Uber Eats. I know a nigga that's sending 3 bitches Uber Eats. Is he moving intentionally? That's just what the nigga's doing to keep these bitches on his line. Or that nigga just got money.
Or that nigga just.
But I'm saying, that's why I'm like, it's not necessarily
all niggas not the same, though. So y'all can't put us all in that box.
Why you nodding? Don't nod at that.
I mean, that's true.
That nigga might still be hoeing around. His whole face might haven't gone yet. My whole phase is gone. My whole phase is, I'm not into that no more. Like, I've been out in the club since I was 16. So
I ain't been in the club either, but... Well, I guess I'm out of my whole face too. But temporarily, I'm getting back in that motherfucker. I'm trying. Yeah. Okay, fuck this. Next question.
Okay. Well, we were speaking of marriages. So speaking of previous marriages, non-negotiables, dating versus married. So do you think your non-negotiables change like if you were to be dating somebody or if you were married?
First off, what are your non-negotiables?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Like, what are things that you just can't look past?
Like red flags. Like just
but she gotta be physically attractive.
So what's the non-negotiable? She can't be fat. She can't be.
She can't be bald.
She gotta have titties. What's attractive to you?
Me, I'm a face person. I look at the face first. The face gotta be attractive. I gotta like the face.
What you looking at next?
The titties.
My bad.
Probably saw the titties. The titties. Then I like. Well, she can't be fat. She can't be fat.
Can she be thick? Like, is it she can be thick. Petite, like, some guys really like that slim, thick, like gym build. Some guys like the thick build, like, or are you versatile?
Yeah, I'm versatile when it comes to that. I'm versatile when it comes to that. But
what about style? You're into fashion. What's the style that you like? Or can a girl have bad style and you still want to fuck with her?
Oh, I'm not gonna hold on. I saw a question on Instagram and this guy asked. It said, "Can you date somebody who cannot dress?"
I was going around asking people that for content.
Okay.
Can you date somebody that can't dress?
I feel like you can. You're a stylist. Turn her up. No.
I feel like with that, I could buy you all the clothes, but that shit got to be in you, not on you.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm gonna say that I'm not too picky when it comes to that, but she got to have some type of style. Like, she got to have something. She got to know, like, all right, we going on a fancy date. I'm gonna put something nice on. You're not gonna just wear
Okay.
Like,
white
babe,
t-shirt
you love
and
streetwear.
jeans everywhere. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you where we going, and sometimes I might not be there to get you dressed or whatever. So sometimes you just gotta know, like, all right, this one of them dates I need to put a dress on.
Okay. I get that.
Or,
okay. What
yeah.
about you?
Oh,
Non-negotiables.
Non-negotiables. Well,
Or you can answer the topic. Like, does it differ from dating? And do you think, like, being married, the negotiables would change?
I mean, I definitely think it's different because if I'm seeing some of my non-negotiables, I'm not gonna get married. I'm already one of them people. I'm not like super like I have to get married. I mean, it's
Yeah.
great
Yeah,
if it
me
happens,
neither.
but so I don't see myself like bending on non-negotiables. Let's see, a non-negotiable for me. Voice is important. I've realized he can't sound like Saucy Santana like that one guy. I didn't like that.
What?
That was not non-negotiable. It was bad.
Who y'all be dating?
We were not dating. What else? He has to like animals. I feel like that's a non-negotiable.
That's a
I feel
good
like
one.
it says a lot about somebody. Kind of like how guys say like you can judge a woman by if she has plants or something like that. They're like, I've heard people say that. They're like, she has a nurturing side. She had like, she takes care of stuff. And I could see them seeing like different qualities in that. That's how I am with animals. I don't like people who just like leave their dog outside for forever and they're like, nigga, it's just a dog. Or like, I've had niggas be like, why the fuck are you taking your dog to daycare doing this and that? Like, it's a dog, right? And I'm like, nigga, why are you mad that I want to be nice to my dog? That's a non-negotiable. I always say kids is a non-negotiable. It really be the baby mamas. Baby mamas for me are the non-negotiable. Don't call me out again, bitch. Okay. So that's a non-negotiable. I think that's my big three.
I would say for me, non-negotiables.
Doesn't
Like-
believe in God. I know you.
Oh, for sure.
She like
First thing.
doesn't believe in God.
Immediately no. If you like, I'm not gonna say because I'm very family oriented, so I don't want to say like you got to be super family oriented. But if you just beefing with your family, like we having conversation,
good
you
one.
just beefing with your mama and your dad, like we grown, like
Yeah.
what's the issue? It's just giving like you just be going around beefing with people, you know. If you beefing, if you beefing with your baby mama, like. It's just giving like, where's your peace? Like, why are you always mad at everything? Let's see. Some type of like hustle about you. Like, you don't just gotta be out here having 10 jobs, but like you definitely can't just be at home sitting on your couch all day.
Yeah.
Like that's a non-negotiable for me. Like I need you to be adventurous in a sense type thing. Like I said, hustler mindset.
Have some passion.
Yeah, some type of like passion drive, Is that it? Yeah.
I'm sure I have a whole list, but
Yeah.
those are the only
I probably should have like
Yeah.
thought about this before, but
Yeah.
those are probably like my main.
And so do you think that
negotiables.
changes from, that's your dating ones?
I think
Is
they're
that-
gonna be the same. Like me, like even though I'm not a big person that just wants to be married like that, I do think if I'm taking you very serious, you still have to have those same like negotiables for me.
Why y'all both say y'all don't want to be married?
It's
like
not that I'm not. Let me not say I don't want to be married, but I don't think like
She
I'm
like-
just like, oh my god, I need to be married to
Yeah,
just
yeah,
be
yeah.
happy,
Yeah.
So that's my answer.
I have a good one, and I know this is a non-negotiable for you, but this would be different for me dating versus married. Cheating. I can't get past cheating if we're dating. I think I could stay and work it out if we were married.
Yeah, I agree.
Because it's a bigger. I feel like you would leave in a marriage. I feel like you don't condone cheating at all.
I don't, but if we married,
Okay.
we've been married. If we've been married for 10 years and we got 2 kids and we got
Yeah.
business and investments together, I'm not about to leave you for cheating for one time. Like we gonna have
And we
to work
have
this
more
shit
at
out.
stake. We have more
Exactly.
invested. I would be more willing to stay and hear you out versus if we're just dating and we cheat.
Oh,
I'm
that
like,
shit dead.
the fuck I'm staying for,
Yeah.
nigga, bye.
That shit dead.
So that's
Yeah.
one of the non-negotiables that, what about you?
That's
Is
a good-
cheating a consistent, it better not be a non-negotiable for you, nigga. I'm sorry.
That's crazy. I haven't been married yet, so it's a non-negotiable.
I feel like you should be a little understanding.
You gotta have a little more patience if she
I
cheated.
think, to be honest, I think when a woman cheat on a man, it hurt the man way more.
I hate this theory.
I do.
It's some bullshit.
I
That is
do.
some bullshit.
I've been cheated on and it hurt me a lot.
When.
It hurt me a lot, but I do think it hurt the man a lot, and I do think it take them a lot to get over it.
Because y'all are,
Y'all match. That's why.
and y'all
So
are
y'all think all
pussy.
men cheat?
Not you personally.
Nah, I don't think all men cheat.
I think all men have cheated.
yeah.
I think all men have cheated before. I don't think that all men are gonna. So I might get with a nigga. He might never cheat on me. I believe that could happen. But he
You can
probably
outgrow
cheated in
cheating.
his past.
Yeah, I think you can outgrow
But I think
it.
that about women too.
What? All women have cheated before?
Yeah.
I ain't never cheated.
Yeah.
I ain't never cheated ever.
We were on a break.
Ever.
We were on a break, guys.
I ain't gonna lie. Like temptation is a bitch though. Like it's been times where I wanted to. I really wanted to, but still 10 toes down.
And cheating is crazy because I feel like when you're talking about cheating, you're talking about fucking. You don't fuck somebody. I don't think every woman has cheated in the sense of fucking somebody, but probably some texting, some shit that she still shouldn't have been doing and she wouldn't be doing. And if her nigga found out, it would be over. But I don't think every bitch done actually been penetrated
Fucking nigga,
while
yeah.
she was in a relationship. So
Each his own.
Oh,
she fucked
Each
you
his
up
own.
bad.
Each
Nigga
his
got cheated
own.
on once and he don't believe nobody.
his
and it was
own.
probably when he was like 10.
Right.
Niggas do not know how to
Still
forget shit.
not, still not over it. I don't care how old I was.
Okay,
middle school
so
and the
let's do the
playground.
next one. You said you're single. How long have you been single?
3 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why I got excited.
Yeah, you did.
3 years. 3 years.
Okay, no, because usually niggas be like, 6 months, man. It's like, nigga, go back.
Last week,
Go
goddamn.
You barely been in the streets, and I know you see it ain't nothing out here. Just get back in that shit. Okay, so at this point in time, what do you think the reaction would be if you popped out with a girlfriend? What reaction are you getting?
You know your baby mama blowing up your phone.
She watching.
That's happening. That's happening.
It's happening?
That's happening. The baby mama is gonna
Oh.
wanna
They
know.
always do that. Even if they don't really
She
give a
gonna
fuck.
wanna know. Just to be, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
She gonna
9
wanna
years
know.
later, I mean. Like,
She gonna wanna know. I think most people will be like,
what your mama would say? She's around still, right?
yeah.
Okay.
She out of town, but my mom.
You gotta tell.
Nah, my mama love it. My mama love it. I think most people would be like about time type of reaction.
Well, you know who we talking about. Is there anybody that's lingering that would be like, what the fuck?
This nigga got a bitch.
Who the fuck? Where the fuck she come from, nigga?
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be some salty females. It'll be some
Okay.
salty females.
What you think, Tay? You pop out with a nigga.
It'll be yeah.
No.
Did a pig just fly? No, I'm just kidding. That's
Nah,
what I'm
facts.
like.
I feel like people gonna be like,
what?
jaws fucking drop.
Because Tay will have a nigga, but I mean like an actual boyfriend. Like you like him enough to really be like, this
Come
is the
out,
guy
yeah.
that I'm.
Especially
confident
popping
in.
out with a nigga. Like you said, I'll have a nigga for years, but like popping out mean like we must be walking down the aisle next week.
Yeah.
For real. So I really think like y'all, my friends will definitely be like, shit, even my parents.
Yeah.
Like, what is it in the water? Like, what's going on?
My
So-
family would be ecstatic. My family would be so ecstatic. They swear I don't get niggas because I don't bring them around. But I'm just like, I'm not just bringing any nigga. And my family is
Facts.
always having events like cookouts and stuff. And
Yeah.
my cousins will bring their guys. And I'm just like, I'm not doing it unless it's real. So I think my family would be excited. I know a couple motherfuckers gonna unfollow me. It's happened before. How do you feel about that? If you pop out with like a partner and somebody unfollows you,
I ain't pop out
you
with
feel
a partner
some type
in a
of way?
minute, so I can't even say.
I
how
think
would
people
feel.
unfollow me, but I think I actually gain followers too, because a lot of people just want to be nosy.
Yeah, that's true.
Or some
That's
people
very
might
true.
follow you and still unfollow you and still look at your story.
That's
Just
true.
be nosy. A lot of people
true.
just want to be nosy. Like, is this really his girl? Like, is
Yeah.
they really gonna last? Let me check in about a month. They ain't
No,
gonna-
dead ass.
Yeah,
No,
facts.
for real.
Okay, next topic. All right, so parent dynamic effective dating. So how did you like your
What that
household?
mean?
Did you? I'm about to go into it.
She just said a bunch of words.
you-
Like, what?
Did you grow up in a single parent household, 2-parent household? Like, what was your?
Single parent.
Okay.
My mom.
Did you have siblings? I'm curious.
Yeah, I got 3. I got 3 sisters.
Okay. So growing up in a single parent household, do you think that kind of like affects your dating or like your dating style or how you approach women?
So growing up in a single parent household, I'm the oldest. My mom had me at 19. So with that said, me and my mom is like best friends. Like, if a woman want to know a lot about me, they probably need to get cool with my mom. I would say that affect, as I'm growing up, I think it affect my dating and myself not having a dad around. I do think, to be honest, I do think it affect the man. As much as I love my mom and everything she taught me and everything, I do think it's some things that she just couldn't teach me because she not a man. So I do think it affect myself, and I do think it affect my dating. In some good ways and some bad ways.
That's refreshing to hear. As a fellow fatherless child, it definitely affects me as well. But I feel like you hear it a lot directed towards the women. Like you'll hear guys say they don't want to date a woman that doesn't have a dad, or you can just always tell a girl who doesn't have a dad versus a girl who like did have a dad. Yeah. And so it's interesting to hear you as a man say like, you definitely have noticed like it affects you as well. So.
Yeah. I think for men, as they get older, they see it, even if they don't want to admit it. And I'm in that stage of, like, I've been to therapy, and I'm still in therapy now. And I'm just learning to open up more, talk about things more, whether it's with y'all, friends, family.
We're
so, so I do think just certain things do affect the dating life and really being a man. I do think so.
Yeah.
What about you, Ted? You had a 2-parent household.
Yeah, I was trying to like ponder on it as y'all were speaking. I feel like, honestly, I want to say kind of like not negative, but like growing up with a dad, it kind of like really makes me have less patience for niggas. So it's like, this nigga moves like this. Like, I don't want to compare you to my dad, but it's like, I ain't see my dad treat my mom like that, or like my dad didn't treat me and my sister like that. So it's just like, I'm not about to tolerate that shit. Yeah. So I think it kind of puts me in like a situation or a predicament where it's just like, it's easy for me to cut off people. Like, it's easy for me to cut off niggas because it's like, y'all not living up to the expectations that how my dad treated me. Like, I can call my dad for anything. So it's like, I feel like I should date a nigga who's like, you don't gotta be there for everything, but like, I'm not gonna lie, if my tire go flat, like, I want to be able to call you and you be able to pull up and help me with my flat tire, you know? So it kind of turns me off sometimes when niggas just like, I don't know how to do that, or, like, I can't do this. And it's like, you just not the nigga for me, you know? And I feel like that's a bad thing too, because everybody don't know how to change a tire, and it's just like, you can't just be cutting off niggas for little stuff like that too. So I'm in this space where I'm trying to like understand and like learn and have patience with men, but yeah.
I mean, on the other hand, I'm the opposite, to where it's like a nigga could do something small, like take out my trash or change a light bulb, and I think the world of him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, he really likes me. When really, this is some simple shit, but you're not used to it. You're used to doing it by yourself. And it's like, or in situations where I know how to do the shit that other people don't know how to do.
Yeah.
And it's because like, and usually like we have a homegirl, and I remember being at her house and like her oven wasn't working. And so she was like, I don't know what to do. Like I called my brother, I'm gonna call my dad, I'm gonna call the maintenance guy. And I'm like, well, why don't you, where's the fuse box?
Are you talking about me?
No, it's on my side. And she was like, the fuse box, I don't know. I was like, well, let's go find the fuse box. It's probably in the laundry room or maybe like the garage. So we go over to it. She's like, okay, now what? And I'm like, well, this number coincides, right? I said, let's just flip it. All of a sudden you hear a beep. And she's like, oh my God. And I'm just like, how you didn't know how to do that? Or even like me and my ex, like we were driving to Tallahassee one time and his tire went out. He didn't know what to do. I had to direct him on how to do it. And I will say I was a little turned off because I'm like, how do I know how to do this? But I realized I'm like hyper independent about certain things. And it's sometimes it's to my detriment because I don't give a nigga space to
be a man.
Or also I put a nigga on a pedestal for doing something, taking my car to the car wash. And it's like, well, bitch,
You should automatically do that.
like, I mean, it's nice that he did it, but like, he is not like the next coming of Christ because he took your car to a car wash, bitch. So it fucks up my standards, but okay, I like that.
Yeah.
It's still nice of him to take your car to the car.
No, I said it's not.
For sure. That is nice.
But I don't need to be like calling everybody, I think I found my husband. Like, he probably show me some other stuff,
I think
too.
with the tire thing, though, if he...
You don't know how to change a tire?
No, I know how to change a tire.
Oh, okay.
But if he don't know how to change a tire, if he really fuck with you, he will figure it out. Even if he don't change it for himself, he will call... What's the... service? I forgot this.
AAA.
Yeah, AAA.
Yeah.
He would at least call AAA, or he would just figure it out. He would just...
You right.
YouTube something. He would at least be trying to figure it out.
Yeah, no, you're right. Like, I will accept a nigga if he don't know how to change a tire. I will accept you at least pulling up and calling AAA. At least doing something to help me out.
But that's if he really fuck with you. If he don't fuck with you, he like,
fuck that.
Bitch,
Where your mama at? Where your daddy? Like,
I'm about to sit in this car. I'm about to call Uber. What are you talking about? I'm leaving.
Okay, y'all. That's it for our like topics. So we got a couple more segments for you. This last one we just not last one, but this next one we just catch up on what we've been watching, ingesting, like not music, but like you watching any shows, any movies, anything, reading any books. You read?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but they got to be real interesting. Like the last book I read was 50 Cent book. Like I like reading about
What are you talking about? What he writing about?
So you like nonfiction stuff, like
okay.
Okay.
I like reading about
autobiographies and shit? Okay,
yeah, just about his life and just business and how to handle certain business situations he was in.
Okay.
Shows, I watch all type of shows though. I watch Power, of course. I watch
what's the most recent? Like, is it one you just like specifically can't wait to get home and like binge watch right now?
Damn, what show was that I just finished watching?
The Boys. I'm trying to think. What's out? House of the
I
Dragon?
did watch The Boys.
Good.
I definitely did watch The Boys. The Boys is fire. It's funny. It's funny. I did watch that. So The Boys, Power, All American.
Okay.
And some shows I go back and watch again. Like
Me.
I'm watching Scandal all over again because I felt like it was so long that I watched Scandal, but I was like, damn, this was a dope show.
Okay, I'm currently rewatching Umbrella Academy right now, only because a new season just dropped, and I was like, I don't remember what happened last, and I'm on like season 2 right now, and I didn't remember any of this shit. It feels like I'm watching a brand new. It's not usually when you rewatch stuff, you remember things. I was like, I forgot all this happened, so that's what I'm probably gonna go home and watch tonight.
Okay, I finished Love Island.
About time.
It was so good. I'm probably gonna rewatch it. Yeah.
Okay.
And just
reality TV,
it's pure comedy for sure.
Go to like go to UK or something like that. It's a bunch of seasons.
But I heard that was the best one. So I'm like, to go from that one to like,
go watch Ella and Whitney's. You like Ella?
Oh yeah.
And Whitney, go watch that.
Okay, I'll go watch
So that's
that
not this
one.
season's of UK, but it's the previous season of the UK one. That
Okay.
was a good one.
I'm watching Prison Break. I know it's
Oh, I'm
old,
watching that
but
too.
it's really good. So that's what I'm currently been like. That's the show that I'm like, okay, when I get home, I'm gonna be like, can't wait to watch it.
Y'all talking?
Huh?
Y'all talk?
Shut up, because we watch the same shows. They're really good shows.
So I'm watching that too. I just finished Scandal.
What else am I watching? I want to say that's about it. I'm loaded on Prison Break right now.
Okay.
So
I feel
yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, last but not least, we have our MySpace song of the week. It's basically an ode to MySpace. You was around during MySpace, right?
Yeah. I
And
think it's
so-
still the best social media.
Look, I miss
outlet.
it. I do miss it. So, we're a little nostalgic on this show. So, if you had a MySpace in 2024, today, what would your profile song be? What's something you can't stop listening to? Or maybe it fits your mood for the day. I don't know.
Ain't gonna lie, it'd be Residuals.
What is
Oh,
that?
Chris
Brown.
Brown.
Oh, I'm like, what is that?
That's a good one.
Okay.
It'd be Residuals by Chris Brown.
You would listen to Chris Brown.
I listen to Chris
He the
Brown.
goat. He the
Mine is gonna be. Oh, I had a whole different one, but then out of nowhere, Cash Cobain dropped the Problems song, and you know the one I'm talking about. He sampled the girl. What's her dad's name? Is it Mos Def's daughter? That's just not my problem.
Oh yeah.
So he sampled it, and he
Okay.
had dropped the beat like weeks ago, and a whole bunch of artists like started like recording like their verses to it. So like Flo Milli had a good one, Black had a good one, Anicia had a good one, and instead of picking who he wanted to put on there, he put everybody on there. The song is 8
Okay.
minutes long, and
Damn.
each person gets like their own verse, and it's actually really good. I usually
Okay.
fast forward to like the people I like, but
Okay.
it's really good. I like it. So
Okay, well, I am gonna go with it's called "Crazy Down" by Leia, and yeah, that's what be my MySpace song right now.
okay, nice little R&B vibe.
Yeah.
I
I feel
always
it.
love R&B vibe.
yeah.
So, all right, y'all. Well, again, thank you for coming on our
No,
show.
thank
This
y'all.
was a
I
pleasure.
appreciate it. I had fun.
So, y'all already know what to do. Make sure y'all subscribe, comment, hit that bell button so y'all can see whenever we drop any new episodes. Make sure y'all follow us on Instagram, Twitter at Women's Intuition, IN2ITION. You want to give them your
Yeah, follow me
Socials?
at DC Rock Trap, and then follow the Streetwear Fashion Week page at SW Fashion Week. Again, we doing it during Labor Day weekend, and I hope to see y'all there.
We will be there.
Of course, that's what
So-
August 29th through
September
Labor Day,
2nd.
yeah.
September 2nd. Okay,
Yeah.
y'all. Shout out to you, Fuss. What's
Yes.
up?
So again, thank y'all again for tuning in another episode, and we will see y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, you already knew what to do.